All right. So, our last session, you guys experienced your first encounters. Did pretty well with the first encounter. You guys fought off the a bit of the Dark Army, um, the Dark Aurora Army. And Amin is very hurt. As you guys now enter the shrine.
Are we still in that weird bathtub?
Yeah, you guys are still in the weird bathtub. You guys just entered in the weird bathtub or the other shrine. You guys thought it was water that you guys were soaking into, but it was just it wasn't water. It was more of like a disguise. Um, and we'll jump into that little bit. So I think we left off. Everybody started to walk down the stairs, enter the quote unquote water, walk down the stairs, following their injured Amen. And again, the shrine is a shrine floor is filled with shallow water and has vegetations here and there, plants and flowers scattered amongst the shrine. The shrine is huge. It looks like it's a like an underground cave. It's all covered with the walling is all covered with rocks or rock formation or however. Um, in the center of the shrine, you do see a platform, a circular platform, and amongst it is, or on top of that platform, is like a giant statue, um, with angel wings, and around that statue is white circles, white, like human-sized circles. But other than that, the water is like very clear, looks very natural, and has like a glistening shine or sparkle to it. You do have insects roaming around here and there, but nothing else is there. So, so you guys are. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna just ask Amon about the nature of whatever not water that we're in. Like, is this something that has been there before, or is this new, or what do they know about it since they brought us here?
So the shrine is something that's been here for ages. Um, it's been here since I became a guardian. So the shrine is like a mystical uh, area where you can just relax and like heal or meditate or things in that nature. Since I've become a guardian, every time I get into a confugal for whatever, I I I always come here to heal. It could be minor scratches or heavy wounds. So no matter how deep the scar is, this was why I was kind of rushing you guys last time to let's hurry up in here. You don't have to use anything. It heals you completely. Not only that, it energizes you. Whereas to if you're, let's say, exhausted or you don't have enough mana for your spells, you will get that back completely. So this is like, it's kind of a cheat, whereas you don't have to rest, or you don't have to like sleep all day just to rest up or anything like that. This also is a great place, or sorry, this is the only place to recharge your aura. I don't know if you guys remember that you guys have aura, but once you use it one time or two times, or however, your aura is gone until you come back to the shrine. And once you come back and touch the mystical, water, you will gain your aura back. Now everyone has a different um everyone has a limit, like a specific limit on their aura. So, for instance, for me, I've been doing this for a while. Of course, I can use my aura up to 3 times. As of maybe a newcomer like you guys, you might only be able to use your aura once. So that could be either um defending yourself from a an attack, which I probably should have used, but we were at the shrine and I knew we were gonna win, so why not? Or summoning your spiritual animal, which we'll get to in just a bit. So let's keep going, and let's get some of this natural water. Let's touch some of this natural water. So again, you guys,
We only have to touch it. We don't have to like drink it or ingest it. We just gotta like touch it.
you have to like not bathe in it, but soaks whatever wounds you have. You might want to like soak it with the water, so that way
Okay.
it covers that wound and it starts to heal. And it doesn't. And it heals almost instantly. It's not a like 7 hour or 5 hour thing. It almost heals instantly. So you guys begin to not submerge. No, not submerge. Just grab some water in the palm of your hand, and then just like rub your wounds or whatever, rub your wounds with the water.
um, I'll give it a touch. Um, just a little touch. I don't trust it. And I'm just gonna turn away and just go look at the flowers.
So
And
you're
probably steal some.
so so you're just gonna like touch the water. You're like put your toe in the water, or
Yeah, just a toe.
okay.
Can't ruin the fit, So.
So as you guys are still you guys are reaching the bottom of the stairs, and are about to walk across the shallow water. There's like a platform. Sorry, I forgot to say though, but connected to the stairs, there's a platform that stretches from the stairs all the way to the other platform, the circular platform. So you're not really you're not touching the water unless you go off the platform. So, so as you guys are walking, Zeta dips their shoe, or took off their shoe and dipped their toe in it just to see like if anything happens. Well, that's not gonna do you any justice. You need to just go in there, touch it, feel it. You can't just dip your toe in there. You're not gonna get anything from that.
How many people have touched this
Well,
Fuck it, let's cannonball into it.
wait. What did you say, Mama Gamma?
I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna cannonball into it.
Okay. So as Zeta is asking a question, Nox is just jumping straight into it, even though it's shallowed, just jumping straight into it, and then like Nox is like on their back doing like angels in the in the shallow water. To answer your question, I can't really say, but I mean I know it's been at least six. I would say at least six people that have been in there. Now Guardians after that, I have no clue. If you're thinking like if it's it could be infected or like nasty, I firsthand I don't think that's the case. I don't know who changes out the water, but it's always natural.
I'm still reluctant. I'll put my hand in.
Uh,
Hand.
T when I can see the chat, but I would rather you just go ahead and say it if you can, because sometimes I might miss it.
They want to know
Oh.
if they can bottle and take it with them, or if it will return to normal water when it's outside the shrine.
Okay. So Zeta took their toe out of the water and placed their hand in the water. You got to get in the water, not just putting little parts and bits and pieces in there. You gotta feel the water. Let it just like let your body absorb the water so you can feel it like going through your body. And oh, the water. See, we tried to take the water with us. We got a bottle and everything like that, and for some reason, like when we got into a skirmish at one point, we took the bottle with us, and it was still the same natural water, but when we used it, it just became, well, when it like came out the bottle, it just vaporized, or it turned into vapor. So there was no like we didn't get none of the effects from the water. So the water stays in the shrine. So it's something with the shrine that keeps the magical properties of this natural water. So uh you guys are kind of moving along the path. Some of you are questioning, others are touching the water. Nox is full-fledged just in the water. Nox, you started to feel because I don't think you got healed the last game, or last session.
But I didn't think I hadn't lost that much. I think I'd lost like 8, I think, hit points or something like that.
Yep, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Nox started to feel rejuvenated, started to feel a bit more healthier, and also notice there are bite marks from the from the rats. Oh, the tiny beasts. God. They started to close instantly. Not only that, Nox also started to notice a yellow shimmer um, around their body, and it didn't happen not once, but it glowed twice. Um, so you have 2 aura slots instead of 1. That that will come in handy. So you can defend twice, or you can actually call out your spirit animal twice, or you could do one and one.
Wait, I have 2 aura slots.
Yes. So Amen has 3, and Amen's been the guardian for God knows how long. You at the moment have 2. Everybody else hasn't really submerged. Well, not submerged, but hasn't really touched the water to know what the other properties are.
I didn't take any hit points, did I, last round?
Who am I? No, you actually did not. So the only people that took damage was Nox, Leah at one point, but then got healed, and I think that's actually it. Zada's fine, Platinum's fine, and then also Amen. Amen also got hit, and so Amen is actually going to step off the platform, get into the water, and start to like lather themselves up with the water, and starts to like rub the gaping slash. Even though Leah did do a little bit of healing, there still is a wound right there. It's not as bad as it was, but it's still pretty bad. She begins to like lather the wound up, and then lather other areas up, and you can see the wound starts to close, and the bleeding starts to like stop. That's much better. No more coughing up blood, and no more wheezing and feeling almost woozy.
I'm glad you're getting better, or are better.
Wait, say that again?
Oh, I just said I'm glad that you're healing.
Yeah, I'm glad too, because that was a close call. But I do thank Leah for at least healing me. Though I knew I wasn't gonna die.
You're welcome. I'm gonna get into like all the way in, gently. I'm not gonna like dive in though, just gently.
Okay. Leah begins to take off their boots and step off the platform, and begins to like sit down inside of the water in a meditative pose. And as you can see that any marks on Leah has also been wiped away, and Leah also begins to glow yellow, but only once. Leah only has 1 aura slot. Again, this is for either defending for one, like either one attack, or summoning your spirit animal.
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get in.
So just for clarification's sake, the only options for the aura are to defend or to summon your spirit animal?
Yes.
Okay.
Kramaris puts their bow and quiver to the side, and also begins to step into the natural water, and they she begins to glow also yellow, but only once. So there's only 1 slot for Kramaris. Don't be shy, Zeta. Going in. Everybody else is doing it. Peer pressure.
Fine. I'll get in. This peer pressure is getting me, man.
Zeta, Zeta finally sees most of everyone in the water start to glow and also starting to heal. And yeah, they begin to step in, still cautious. Just only their feet are in the water, and they're touching the water with one hand. And they also begin to glow, but only once.
Is there a limit to how many aura slots you can have?
I don't actually know. The highest I've actually seen someone have as for aura slots is probably maybe 5 times, but I don't know if there's a limit.
Okay, so sorry, above table question. Is there a limit to how many?
I don't know just yet. I haven't gotten that far.
Cool. Fair enough.
Plotting. What are you doing?
Right now I'm still standing behind, but then I go a little further and just take a look from the edge of the water. I look at my reflection. Then I notice that it just like warps and then just morphs into this mythical animal that just roars, and it just freaks me out, and I just back up.
Is everything okay, Plotting? You look a little startled.
I don't know. I just felt like I saw something in here.
You seen something? Like what?
I don't know. It's like my reflection changed on me. I saw myself, and then I didn't see myself anymore.
That sounds more of like the spirits are calling. I would say just go ahead and proceed into the water, and once we're out, you'll probably get an answer to what you've just seen shortly.
Me still being that. Me, Bill, still apprehensive. Just use my hands to just grab stuff in the water and just dip, 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 splash, 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 dip, dip, dip,
And as
dip, 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 dip.
And as you were doing that, you also started to glow yellow, but only once. So it seems that everyone everyone around here has, well, obviously you guys are guardians, and I will clarify that in just a bit. But everyone besides Nox has at least one aura. Nox, on the other hand, has 2, which is quite intriguing. The shrine is only available to guardians and guardians only. This explains the fake water above us. When a guardian enters the fake water, they actually see the shrine as what it's for its properties, and to also access the spirit realm. If a normal person, an animal, or anything else were to try to dip into the water, it would just be water, nothing else. They can't access the shrine. They wouldn't notice the stairs. They wouldn't notice the giant statue that's in the front. It would just be complete water. Also, and that explains, because Pom Pom, I meant to mention this. Pom Pom, Becky, and Creeper are outside of the shrine. They can't enter in because they are not, well, guardians. Also, let me go ahead and backtrack while we're all like taking a breather here. The figures that we were fighting, we all gave them, the guardians gave them names because they didn't really have names for us to like identify them as. But the big-headed dark creature, we call them oblins. They can hurt, they can do some serious damage, but they're pretty dumb to fight. We consider those lower tier monsters or creatures to fight against. So as the one that can summon beasts, that we call them nooks. Even though there's different tiers of nooks because they can summon different beasts. So the nook that we fought was also a low tier creature. We got lucky. We got extremely lucky because we could have just jumped into something that could have been a whole lot hellish. But those are creatures from the Dark Army, from Faust. And Faust must have, like I said, sealed the shrine and summoned his army, no telling where the rest of the army is at, but summoned an army to protect the shrine and to attack the village that was ahead of us, probably looking for the guardians or however. But I do have to say that the encounter it went well. I am actually very surprised at I'm baffled at Nox. It seems as though that your ancestors possibly have been maybe assassins or stealth user. I don't understand how in the living hell a giant creature is able to climb a tree without Zedniper making a sound, and also getting hitting their targets. I don't understand it, but it happened, and I'm glad it did happen. After that, we were all able to capitalize on all of our targets, and we left out with standard damage. But if it wasn't for our healers and also our powerful attacks, we probably wouldn't be able to make it to the shrine. And also Becky. Becky, I hope you guys have tons of food for Becky, because Becky is gonna need it. It is vegetation around here, so if you think Becky may eat it, just take it. The plants leaving the shrine is fine because they don't have a magical magical properties, so they're just normal plants, but probably plants that you might not find on the surface.
I'm gonna grab 3 of everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting out. I don't care. I'm here to steal plants.
Okay, so Zera and Leah are going around stealing stealing plants. They're taking anything that may fancy them. There's there's I don't have names for these plants, but there's like purple, pink, red, just all type of color plants. They may have different properties later on. Like if you guys were to say mix them into something and it ends up doing something for you guys, but at the moment you guys don't know what it is. Almond doesn't know what it is. It's just plants. Plants that can be edible or that can be used for medical or magical, however. So again, Zeta, Leah, they both jumped out the water and are going around scavenging for plants.
I'm gonna grab everything that Zara doesn't grab. I'm grabbing it, like every single thing, not just 3 of each. I want everything.
See, honey, we didn't hear any of that.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're very
You're-
like muffled. Very.
You're low. You're low.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now is it fine now?
Yeah.
That's much better.
Much better.
Okay. I had the phone sitting wrong. I'm gonna grab like everything that that Zara doesn't get. I'm gonna grab.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you can't grab everything because everything will have a limit, and I don't know where you would just stuff them in your pouch.
I have a bag.
Where else are you gonna put them?
I have a bag.
You have a bag.
Yeah.
And take what they don't grab.
Okay. Well, if mostly everybody's in it, then sure.
Okay. I'll stuff stuff in other people's bags too.
Pretty flowers only. You can take
Okay.
everything else.
That's fine.
There are some ugly looking plants, but you never know, they might have good properties.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab as much as I can, and hopefully everybody will let me stuff things into their bags.
Well, you gotta persuade everybody. I mean, Zeta is already good. Kramaris is already helping out. Now it's up to Nox and Plottin if they want to also help out with the plantation scavenge.
Hey, Platin. Can I borrow some of your space in your bag?
I don't know how much space I would have.
Can you look?
Mm, I just back away real slowly.
I'll stay put. I won't be weird.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that everybody has at least, or they can hold at least 5 pounds of items in their book bag. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm not gonna put a limit on the bag for now. But you guys just grab, and I'll just I'll figure out what type of plants you guys do have. Okay, so once you guys are done scavenging the plantation here. I mean, do know that you guys are there's shrines all over the country, all over regions. Well, I ain't gonna say all over regions, but they're scattered. So there's different plantations and different shrines, and you will see more plantations later. Um, I don't know how frequently they grow back, but I mean it's a magical shrine, so anything can happen. But once you guys are done, I also have one other thing that I forgot to give you, and it probably could have been almost it could have been a life or death situation. But when you guys are ready, just meet me at just meet me over here by the statue. And the statue, remember, is it's on the circle platform with the circles going around it.
I'm gonna pop out of the water and like shake off like a dog.
It's awesome.
Let's head over to the shrine.
I also
I
get
ended
out
up
of the
getting
water
wet
and
in the
head to
process.
shrine.
Wait, both of you guys were talking at the same time.
You first.
I'm also gonna get out and head for the shrine.
I had ended up getting wet in the process.
Oh, from Knox?
Yeah.
It do be like that sometimes.
I'm gonna keep foraging until everyone's over there. I won't stop until I have to, because I want to get everything.
I have enough stuff, so I'm just gonna head over to the shrine.
Okay, I'll go to the shrine now.
So collectively, with the plantation, you all three of you were able to collect at least 15 different well, not 15 different types, but 15 types of plantation. Give me 1 second. I know that the those purple flowers over there, those are definitely edible. They taste very, very sweet. I ate one time and I just wanted to try it. So, but yeah, they're edible. So, I think I seen Leah pick up like maybe four of those purple flowers, and Zeta pick up one. So if you ever need to eat something or wanted to add that to a dish, that would make it maybe very sweet.
Does this stuff glow?
What stuff?
The stuff, the plants. Do they glow?
Some are giving off a not glow but shimmer. Like they're glistening.
I feel like using my my light cantrip to just have fun with these plants.
So to just make them light up.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, cause I think Leah and Leah, Zeta and Chromaris, I think they took all the plantation that was down there. So unless they want to dig up out of their bag and then you can, touch do your cantrip on the flowers, you can try that. But I think they took all the plantation now.
I forgot I need to squeeze the water out of my hair.
Are you still in the water while you're doing this, or are you getting out?
I wasn't in the water. I was on the side.
Oh, you were on the side.
Do you happen to have like a list of all the flowers or whatever I picked up so I can put them in my bag
Uh, give me a second.
or inventory on the app?
So right now you have four purple I don't have names for these.
Just come up with the names later and just like match them up with whatever.
Uh-huh. You have four purple flowers. We'll just give them flowers for now, but I'll make
Well,
up some later.
I can edit the listing, so it's fine.
Okay. Um Give me a second.
And you said Almond said that the flower was sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
Um Bunny off table. Give me two pretty colors. Two colors that you think are pretty.
A violet and green,
And green.
or bright green.
Bright green?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Trying to do like simple addition here. Okay, so right now Zeta has two violet flowers, two green flowers, two bright green flowers, almost like a lime green. Zeta also has a silverish, has two silver flowers. And then Leah has four purples, and two white flowers.
I had caught a glimpse of the silver flowers, and I flashed back to that reflection I saw in the water and flinched.
Okay, give me 1 second. And then also Chromaris, you got three red flowers. And then for okay, so for Plotton, you said that you caught a glimpse of the silver flower, and it brought back that weird sight of the image that you've seen the reflection that you've seen inside the water, and so you took a step back, but you kind of shook it off, and well, not shaking it off, but you waved it off for a moment just to like proceed towards everyone, because I think now everyone is now gathering around Almond to, I guess, hear what they have to, or what she has to say, or give. Sorry, I have to make inventory bigger. All right, so it seems that everybody is well, and everybody has been picking flowers. good. I don't actually blame you because I used to, but then I just got lazy and I just don't feel like doing it anymore. But they do have good properties. I just know of the purple one. The purple one is my favorite. But besides that, I forgot to give everyone, which clumsy me, their wyvern whistle. See, obviously we're kind of far away from the wyvern, but if anything were to happen, using the whistle would call the wyvern to you. Although wyvern they don't attack other creatures or beings, and they do not want to get into any altercation. They will just glide in the air until they see an appropriate time to come and pick you up. But if the coast is clear, they will definitely come down, and you'll be able to get on them and ride wherever you need to go. Wyvern are very important to travel, so I should have given you guys this whistle from the get-go. Whoops. So all you have to do is, in order to call the wyvern, just blow onto the whistle. We don't hear that whistle because we're not birds. They do. So once they hear the noise, they will come directly towards you, and they will see if the coast is clear to land. So Amen begins to distribute the they're like bronze, like tiny poles, almost look like a flute, but very, very small. And it only has one little opening, whereas I guess that's where the air will leave. And they just distribute this bronze miniature flute to everyone. So now everyone has a wyvern whistle.
We're just adding that to our inventory.
Yep, just add it into your inventory. You guys are getting a lot of stuff today. All right, so I think it's time to get down to the main event. We need to enter the spirit world, so all of you are able to summon your spirit animal, and also, summon your spirit animal in this world. So the best thing, in order to enter the spirit realm, everybody will have to sit inside the engraved circles, and once everybody is ready, once everybody is ready, everybody will close their eyes and just like try to be as relaxed as possible.
Is this whistle a custom item?
Yes, a custom item.
Does it matter what circle we sit in?
No.
Question, above table question.
Mhm.
I know you said that we all have auras and whatnot. Does everybody have a different colored aura, or are they all like the same color? Like they're all yellow, they're all orange, they're all whatever, or is each color specific to us? Like,
Everybody has the same color aura.
okay. And then so how did, since Nox has 2 like aura slots, how did it appear as 2? Did it like flash twice, or did it?
It flashed twice for you. It flashed
Okay.
once for everybody else and flashed twice for you.
Okay.
So with you guys' aura, there's really no training to it because it happens when, I guess, your brain triggers it. So like if you're about to get hit really hard or whatever, that's when the aura takes its turn. If you want to take it, or if you want to use your aura, or if you want to summon your animal to do whatever it can do, then that's when the aura would be used. That's when your brain kind of just like tells that whatever is that certain part of your body to turn on the aura so we can use this ability. So it comes naturally, as it always have came naturally. So Amin is starting to sit down in one of the circles, and is kind of just gesturing to everyone to go ahead and take a seat. Everything's okay, and yeah, let's get on to the fun part, I guess.
I guess I'm gonna kind of look around at everybody else and then kind of shrug and sit down on one of the circles.
No. I guess I'll sit on one of the circles as well.
I ended up sitting on the one that was the closest to me that wasn't taken.
I'll go sit on the circle too.
Yeah, I'll just sit on the one closest to me, or the last one.
All right. Give me 1 second. My headphones are actually dying. God dang it. Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as everyone begins to take their seats, everybody's starts to relax a little bit, close their eyes. Everyone is seeing the same thing. There's like, when you close your eyes and like maybe say about 30 seconds, almost close to a minute, where everybody's like kind of that's relaxed, you start to see like a white empty space, and it starts to like shift between white and blue, tones of blue and then tones of white, and it's just like shifting until like everything, it's like things start to move like at high speeds and then like suddenly like stop. And so everyone sees like sees a dark path and a dark path and different shades of blue, like a blue forest area. Oh A blue forest area, blue like leaves, shades of like blue on the grass, plantation that are like bluish green, turquoise, teal, however. Um, you see, life, like insects glowing. You see, like small creatures roaming. But all of you don't feel. Most of you don't feel the same as if you were in the real world. Again, everybody's facing forward and looking at this new world that you've never seen before. Almond and Almond begins to speak here. Well, yeah, Almond begins to speak. Well, welcome to the spirit world or spirit realm. The place of blue. And as Almond finishes up that statement, Leah hears a whisper. Only Leah hears a whisper. You're finally here. And that's pretty much it. You don't hear the whisper again. Well, you guys can go ahead and take a look around and see what you guys are made of, and yay, things of that nature.
If I take these flowers, will they come back with me in the real world, or is that only for here?
No, that's only for there. The spirit world is its own entity. You cannot bring back anything from the spirit world or realm or whatever.
Okay.
Did you say see what it's made of or see what we're made of?
You guys, what you guys are made of. You guys, the area and anything like that.
And you said there's a path in front of us?
Yes.
All right. Do we have like all of our stuff with us, or is this like an astral projection sort of deal where like I'm just trying to figure out if I've got like do we have our weapons with us, or are we just like, is it just like our bodies?
So Nox tried to feel for their weapons and their gear and stuff. God dang it, the thing keep falling. And notice that they don't have none of their weapons. Yeah, nothing. They looked at their hands in front of them, and they can see, well, it's their hands, but it's not. You don't. It's like you don't feel real. Like your hands can go through one another. It's like you're transparent. So you definitely see your body, but you don't have none of the equipment with you.
All right. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go over to Zara and see if they want to go explore the path with me, or see if anybody just make an open statement. Does anybody want to go explore the path?
I'll go with you.
Go explore by myself. If that's okay.
Works for me. Amin, do you know where this path leads to?
Honestly, the path actually stops. I wouldn't say to explore too far because what we've noticed as our previous guardians that there's something lurking outside. Right now, where we are is inside of a barrier. We can only go so far. If we step outside of the barrier, you have you are potential you have sorry. You're more likely to die. Your spirit will die, and if your spirit dies, you die in the real world. So I would probably say, don't explore, don't explore too far, because there is something, well, something guarding the rest of the realm, and anything that escapes this barrier will likely die. One of our guardians, previous guardians, tempted fate and perished, and we had to find a replacement.
So is there something specific we should be looking for in here?
There's nothing specifically you need to look in here, look for in here. Just to this place is more of getting acquainted with your spirit animal. Like I said, as us guardians and previous guardians before, we've explored around and we practice with our spirit animals, and we got more creative or personal, like with our spirit animal, but that's only within the barrier. We never left the barrier.
So are we just finding a place that feels like comfortable to us or like familiar to us so we can find our spirit animal, or are we just exploring the space?
In order to find your spirit animal, you do have to explore a little bit within the barrier. Sorry.
Is there a tree I can climb?
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of trees that's around here.
All right, is there like what's the biggest tree?
The biggest tree, well, to say, the biggest tree is actually outside of the barrier.
The biggest tree within the barrier that I can climb.
Let's see. If I recall, the biggest tree that I've seen, it's probably maybe 40 feet. 40 feet straight ahead, 40 feet, and then you might want to go turn to the right 5 feet.
All right, I'm gonna go find that tree and I'm gonna climb it.
All right, so Nox is on their way, and everybody sees Nox like just running to the biggest tree, or just going to find the biggest tree. But everybody sees Nox as if that was their physical form, but also like transparent, like in a blue transparent, like outline-ish figure or whatever, astral, yeah, just the being transparent. There you go. but everybody sees Nox that just dips into the forest area. While Nox is going to go find their spirit animal, what's everybody else going to do? I can hang back here, and just kind of meditate on, or see if I can do some other things with my spirit animal, but everybody else, you guys kind of have to find your own place or your own comfortability to find or summon your spirit animal.
Has Amon told us what their spirit animal is?
No, they have not. Nox, you're gone. You forgot to ask a question.
No, I'm asking above table.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. No, they haven't.
Okay. Do I find my tree?
Yeah, you find your tree. You now how
Can
are-
I, can I test to see if like my hand will go through it, or do I just like inherently know that I can climb it?
So you run up to a tree, and you seen a like a serpent like engrave inside of the tree bark, and you go to like touch it, like if it was someone calling you, but you go to touch it and you can feel the tree, but your hand doesn't go through the tree. You just like you're able to feel it. So by knowing that, you can climb the tree.
Okay. I'm gonna climb the tree.
Okay. Are you just like hopping onto like the branches, or are you like climb, like how are you doing this?
Yeah, I wanna like just start find the lowest branch and like pull myself up onto it and then just start climbing to like a good like middle section, like sturdy branch. So like I can see, but I'm hidden. But like I can also kind of just like be by myself for a second to kind of like absorb everything that's happened in the last like couple of days, and just kind of like try and center myself as much as possible.
Okay. Okay. So you're like meditating, or you're comfortable in this tree right now. So you do get a whisper as well, and it's like it's not it's how, what type of tone is this? It's a deep aggressive tone. You don't have what it takes. And it just like faints off from there. And then it comes back and says, we'll test your limits. Trials. And it goes away again. As if how the sound is like displayed here is like if it was a actual like serpent or something, like going through one ear and then wiggling out the other, and then like going around your head and then entering back in and out. So, as Nox is in the tree trying to figure out their spirit animal, anybody else want to give a crack at give a crack at finding their spirit animal, or going to maybe a specific place to try to figure theirs out?
Yes.
Um,
Whoever.
Bunny?
Leah, you wanna go?
Wait, but Bunny said something.
Who wants to go?
I'll go first, I guess. Is there like a body of water or something somewhere?
The body of water is close to Knox. Um, the body of water is probably the closest to the end of the barrier.
I'll go anyways. Um, I'll just go and I'll just sit by it.
Um, Zeta proceeds to go towards the direction where Knox dipped to, and they, for some reason, feel something pulling them uh, towards the water, and the water has like a pinkish glow, but has silver shimmers, but it's blue. It's the water is blue, but a pink glow and a silver shimmer, like going back and forth. You started to know you started to see something strange as what Plotton saw. In the reflection, as you look down in a reflection, or at the water. The reflections started to look like a wolf, but then it disappeared. Your reflection disappeared, and the wolf disappeared. You looked up, and you start to see something glowing in the middle of the water, and it started to like actually show itself, and the wolf, well, it started to show itself, and it started to manifest itself as a wolf. The wolf is violet and silver, and you could just see like outlines of it. It's same as everyone else. It's transparent, and you can see the colors like glow off of it. The wolf comes towards you, and it slowly walks across the water, and it begins to sniff you and go around you, and then it sits right next to you. It calls itself the Silver Wolf, even though it's violent silver, but it's the Silver Wolf.
Wait, I can't touch it, can I?
You can touch it.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna pet it.
The Silver Wolf kind of leans towards you, and it's like it's accepting your pets. It also tells you that it's made of electricity. So when you want to summon your spirit animal, it can help and aid you. It can help and aid you by using its its mythical powers, and it produces electricity. I don't know if you want the full stat of what it can do right now, or if you want it later. Or if I can probably write it down. I don't know, because everybody it's about to get something.
You can write it down.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will. Okay. Just remind me, because I just want to make sure I get everything kind of everything explained right. But your wolf does produce electricity, and it can help you in fights. Once you summon your spirit animal, you are able to use its ability 3 times. Once it's third time, or once you use it the third time, the spirit animal does disappear until you go back to a shrine to replenish your aura again. So, go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, my brain short circuited for a second. Can we just run around?
You want to just run around?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Zeta, gets up and starts to, run around the, water, because there's a little path around the water, and following, them is their silver wolf. Nox can see a bit of this, but Nox is also focusing on what's speaking to them right now. Who's next?
I wanna go, please.
Where are you going?
What's around? I'm sorry.
So you have you have trees that's in front of you. Zeta is currently at a site where there's water. There are flowers here and there. There are like a bush. There's bushes of like flowers and vegetations off to like the left side of you. There's a path that kind of forks left, but you can't really see where it's going. It just goes. And there aren't really animals here besides, well, the spirit animals, but there are like small insects that's like just roaming around, and small little creatures, I guess.
I'll go to the bush.
You're going to the bush?
Yeah.
Leah starts to follow, like Leah heard the whisper, wondering where it came from. She begins to walk down the path, and veers a little left towards the bushes. She wonders what the whisper was, and also what spirit animal they're going to have, or she's going to have. A whisper comes again. In due time. There's nothing else from that. Leah's just inspecting the bush, and probably trying to see if anything happens, if anything is gonna pop out. But as she stares at the bush, nothing is happening, but the whisper. Who's next?
There wouldn't happen to be a field or anything around, would there?
Yeah, there's a field immediately to your left, an open metal field.
All right, I'm gonna go to the field.
All right. Cromaris takes a immediate left into a luscious meadow. Seems very calming, peaceful, and sees like the little creatures like just scurrying along. Definitely see a lot of glowing insects or glowing creatures inside the meadow. The grass, the luscious teal grass, is about, say, almost knee high. So you're kind of like trenching through it. I think that's the right word. You see something moving inside the the tall grass, and it seems like it's coming towards you, but then it stops. It took off in the air and then rushes to the right side of you. You like see like a glimpse of like a shadow just rush right past your peripherals, and then it comes back to your left side, and it's just kind of like flying all around you. You can't keep up with it because it's just moving like really fast until it decides to stop, and it stops on the left side of your shoulder. You just notice it stopped, and you took a look. You looked with your eyes before you moved your head, just to make sure it wasn't about to sit up here and attack you. But then you moved your head and seen like this bird looking directly at you, like eyeing you. This bird is glimmering with all types of colors. It's never just one color, and you're stunned how this creature shows black when it's darting towards you. It's just a shadow, but it's so bright when it's next to you. It tells you, "I'm your mythical raven." The mythical raven is not as big, but it's very it's a normal sized bird. Again, it's glimmering, and what it also tells you is that if you summon me, I can see an enemy's weak spot. Meaning, if someone is hurt, or if they have been hurt, injured, or anything like that, if you call on to the raven can show you where to attack to do extra damage towards that the enemy, whoever you're going against. It can also fly to get perspective. It can scout for you if need be. But once you use that weak spot, you only get one use. So your Raven can be out like searching, but it is kind of on the timer. But if you're gonna use it for an advantage, then you only can use it once before it disappears. And that's about it. You guys are just staring at each other right now, and you're like raising your arm out. You're extending your arm out with your index finger pointing, and the Raven takes off again in a shadow, like in a shadow form, and then eventually lands like on your wrist to forearm, as if you were calling a bird.
I just want to pet the bird.
And you begin to pet pet the bird as it feels like you guys have been best friends for millennia. All right, who's next?
No, all I can say at the moment is I'm just sitting to myself and just reflecting on everything that's been happening, because it has not been good. Starting with home, and then trying to make sense of everything that's been happening now is a struggle for me. So I'm just like mentally out of it, and just trying to reflect.
Okay. As you were reflecting, well, okay. Plotton is still at the entrance, and there he's like he's just kind of sitting there, just wondering about family and his life, and just everything that's just happened until now, where he is right now. As he's thinking, or like really in his deep thought, something begins to manifest within him, and he begins to sense something, like a bond that's like say a brother, like your brother's about to like sneak up on you or anything or something like that. And he slowly snaps out of his deep thought and begins to turn as this cat-like creature strolls up towards him and begins to purr. the cat, the giant cat begins to walk around him, and as if it feels its emotion, it feels its pain, its sorrow, feels his pain, sorrow, joy, just everything about him. The giant cat says, "I'm the white tiger. I can defend you from I can defend you from one attack." And like, well, sorry. I'm sorry. I should say that again. I can defend you from multiple attacks. His limitation, the limitation of the white tiger is up to 3 attacks. And then once I am done with my job, I will disappear until you call on me again. So this is your harmonic tiger, but this is the white. The tiger says that this is the white tiger. So it's still like roaming around you, and you can feel a giant bond, a giant attachment to this tiger.
There's I briefly was like taken aback, but then I just like move closer to it and just clutch onto it.
As you're clutching onto it, it's like shoving its face towards you.
Amazing. Then I start getting the feeling that maybe maybe this is the signal that the that things are going up from here, and more clarity will happen.
And as you're having that thought, as you're having that thought, the tiger like purrs and kind of nods as it can like read your thoughts and emotions. Let's see. Okay. So, going back to Nox, the whispers just kept going as trials and just being very aggressive with you, and it's saying you're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. You must complete your trial. Thus being ready.
How long has it been saying that to me?
Ever since it's been saying this to you for a while now.
Like an hour, like 10 minutes.
Say everybody split off like 15 minutes.
I'm gonna sit there, and I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna talk back to the whisper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sit there, and I'm gonna say, "You don't know anything about me. You don't know what I'm capable of. You don't know anything about me."
The whisper answers you back and says, "You don't know anything about you or what you're capable of. You're not ready." And as it says that, you get a a, a huge vision of a dragon-like serpent, like almost like a jump scare. And while it says that, and it just disappears.
Then give me the chance to prove you wrong.
Enter the Lost Woods. There's your trial.
Above table, like beyond where I was told not to go.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, I'm going.
You're going beyond the barrier?
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna jump out of the tree and I'm gonna go because whoever that whisper is, challenged me. And I don't like being told I can't do something. I've been told that my whole life. I've been told I would never amount to anything. So my whole life has been proving people wrong. What's one more time?
So as Nox jumps out the God, 10-foot tree, just jumps completely out of it.
I tuck and roll.
Safely with safety measures, jumps out the tree, tucks and roll, and starts to make their way onto the path towards the edge of the barrier. Zeta can see what's going on and just sees Nox continue to walk down this path. You could tell it's a barrier because just like the ceiling barrier from the shrine, there's a bluish, it's like shades of blue, like just roaming around this barrier. You begin to proceed, and you could touch the barrier, but you can force yourself out. There's nothing really holding you back. So you proceed and pass the barrier. Upon the outside of the barrier, it's more of the more forest area. It's the same thing you've seen inside of the barrier. It's just more of it.
Is this still the spirit realm?
Yes.
Or am I okay?
Yeah, you're still in the spirit realm. You start to proceed, and maybe say 10 feet, something swipes at you. Foolish being, you're not ready, like I've said. You're proceeding with your life. If you continue, you will die.
Then why tell me to come here if I'm not ready?
The Lost Woods is not a spiritual place. It's actually amongst your world. You're not ready. Finish the trial and come back.
What trial?
Finish the trial and come back.
I don't have time for riddles and games. You want me to go finish a trial and prove that I'm not some little shit that you think I am, then tell me where I need to go.
You will know. I have told you. It's the Lost Woods. Finish the trial, come back.
The Lost Woods in the spirit realm or back in the world of the living?
As I've said, Lost Woods does not exist in the spirit world. It exists in your realm.
Fine.
The thing that swiped at you forces you back, like it pushes you back into the barrier.
Do I get a good look at it before it pushes me?
You only seen the, like, for a good second you've seen the, like, a claw, pretty much a giant claw that takes up your size and just pushes you back.
Do I get any sense from it if it's like malicious or anything, or just cautionary?
You don't sense anything from this being. Nothing malicious about it or anything to, like, cause you, like, to be warned about it.
Okay.
It's like everything you feel in the spirit world, like, I mean, obviously if you die in the spirit world, you die, but your senses, everyone's senses is pretty much relaxed and calm. Or you can get stuck in deep thought and things of that nature, but for the most part you're relaxed and calm, and your senses kind of go out the window when you're in the spirit realm.
Okay. All right, then I guess I'm going to go back through and I'm going to make my way and try and find Amen and see what they know.
Okay. And I'm gonna go back to Leah. As Leah is still searching the bushes, trying to figure out what the hell is this spirit animal and what's constantly whispering to her. I can't help you yet, but I can give you a bit of my power. You can't use it in the spirit world, the spirit realm, but you can still use it as you like in the real in your realm. Once the time comes, we will talk more. So Leah kind of feels a sensation, like something's attached to her, but nothing comes out. So possibly say actually as Nox comes back through the barrier and is returning back to Amen, Zeta also follows suit behind them with their with their spirit animal. Along the way, Chromaris starts to return from the meadows with their mythical raven, and Leah sees Cromaris, and it's kind of like at all, and starts to go towards Cromaris, who is actually going towards Amen. And Plotton's already with Amen, kind of sitting down with their spirit animal, or with his spirit animal. While Amen is kind of messing around with her spirit animal.
What's Amen's spirit animal?
As everyone starts to get closer towards Amen, it's you guys see that Amen has a glittering golden like serpent that's just kind of like slithering around, and slithering around her, and like slithering on her body, and yeah, and it's just moving about. So all of you, well, it looks like most of you found your spirit animals. Surprising. Most guardians have their spirit animal when they find out or figure out where they can be when they're either relaxed or calm or in their deepest thoughts. And I'm surprised that only 2 of you don't have your spirit animal. Usually guardians have their spirit animals, no matter what it is. And not only that, no other guardian has the same spirit animal. It kind of pertains to your being. So, and it's nice to see that, well, we have what looks to be a raven, very, very shiny, and multitude of colors. And I've seen Plotton's tiger just laying by him. It's almost as if, that it's just adorable. And then Zara, your wolf is magnificent. But what happened to you, Leah, and you, Nox? Where's your spirit animals?
I heard a whisper telling me that I don't have what it takes, and that I need to finish a trial before I can get mine. I saw a flash and I saw a dragon, and then I went through the barrier and came back, and I have to go to the Lost Woods, wherever that is, to complete my quote trial. And once that's finished, I assume I will have my spirit animal.
Okay. Actually, that the Lost Woods is actually very dangerous. Well, its name give you an idea of what it is. But the Lost Wood is actually the center point of what I found out, the center point of the spirit realm.
The point was made very clear that it wasn't in the spirit realm.
No, not. The Lost Woods isn't in the spirit realm. The Lost Woods is like the entrance or the main point of where you can enter into the spirit realm.
Well, I guess that's where I'm headed. I don't know why. I don't know what's there. I don't know what this whisper is so bent on having me prove. But I'm becoming increasingly exhausted
Oh, you can't get
with
that exhausted.
the continued questions of my abilities.
Well, it sounds like something very, very powerful is heading your way, and I don't know what it could be.
So how do I get there?
The Lost Woods. Give me 1 second. I need to look up. The Lost Woods is in the Urigira region, and so we will have to travel there in order for you to seek out your trial.
That's what it said.
Okay. Well, I guess I thought obtaining a spirit animal was just as easy as 1, 2, 3, but I guess with some of us, it's not.
I mean, what happened? What happened with you, Leah? You don't have one either.
So jealous. I didn't even get to see what mine could possibly be, and you saw yours. It just told me that I wasn't ready. I'm like bawling my eyes out.
I mean, it's gonna be okay. I mean, I am gonna assume over time you'll figure out your spirit animal. I don't. I mean, it's not like you guys didn't like you guys left empty-handed. Even though it's a whisper, it's still something. It's you just need to obtain it with doing something.
She's profusely crying, her eyes out, just not stopping, snot nose and everything, crying.
Knox is just gonna like hand her a handkerchief.
It's gonna be okay. It's just gonna take time. That's all.
I take Knox's handkerchief and sneeze really big into it, and then continue to cry.
That was really really disgusting, but it's fine.
I'm gonna give Leah a hug.
You're so
The Raven as Cromaris is giving Leah a hug, the Raven is kind of circling you two, and it starts to dance on Leah's shoulders, going back and forth until Cromaris pulls back from the hug, and then it flies back over to Cromaris.
um uh, uh not as Leah. Like, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean my shoulder is my weak spot?
No. No, it doesn't mean that it just wanted to like be on your shoulders.
Okay.
If it's I'm gonna go more into detail a little later. When I guess we're done. With the whole weak spot thing. It doesn't attach itself to a user. It will tell Kramars what's the weak spot. Only Kramars and the Raven have a language that they can communicate back and forth.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
I got nervous.
So, I guess besides Leah and Nox, I'm assuming everyone is fine with their spirit animal, bonded well with their spirit animal.
Nice. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, I believe so.
We're good over here.
Okay. So again, like I said before, you can call upon your spirit animal. But for the ones that can only call once or have one aura, can only call them once until you reach the shrine to replenish again. Again, you can either use it to defend or call your spirit animal, and your spirit animal has specific abilities that it can do to help aid situations. So it's up to you on what you want to, what you're trying to accomplish with your spirit animal. So don't forget that it's there, because it's not going to forget that you're still alive. Your spirit animal dies only if you die. So your spirit animal, even if you see maybe the spirit animal take a hit or anything like that, it's not dead. It will always come back as long as you go back to the shrine to replenish your aura. So, if everyone is ready, we can go back to our world and begin our journey on, our main journey to finding the relics.
So I'm ready to go. Ready to go.
Yep, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say something, Leah? I didn't catch it.
I'm still crying. Gonna go.
Leah's still crying and just gives a thumbs up just to go.
Yeah.
And Zeta, are you ready?
There you go.
Before leaving, my spirit animal goes over to Leah and licks her.
Oh.
I'm crying even harder than I already was.
Ooh, can mine shock her?
Wait, can yours do what?
Can mine shock her?
I still didn't hear you.
Can mine shock her?
Did you say can yours talk to her?
Shock.
Chalk?
I thought I heard shock.
Oh, shock. Okay. Yes, you can. It's still friendly fire. Yes. Yeah. So any spirit animal that can do damage or defend or anything like that, they can. Yes, they can still do damage unto friendly party members, or they can actually defend other party members. Just FYI.
Why would you want to do this to me?
It's fine. They like you.
So as we're like wrapping it up, Amen begins to speak. Okay, so in order to exit, it's the same way as entering. Everybody sit down, close your eyes, just relax, and then we should all be back. So given another minute for everybody to say 30 seconds, everybody to relax, because this is a more calming place, and you guys are most of you are more relaxed with what you found than others. You guys returned back to the shrine where you guys were sitting, so no one has been moved, bothered, or anything like that. For Kramaris, when you return back, and this is actually for everybody, well, not everybody, for Kramaris, when you return back, you felt something very strong within you, like a green, like it was like a green like flash, and you could feel the color. Yeah, you could feel the color, and it's like green. It's like pulsating green. Zeta, you also have the same experience, but it's very, very weak. You still sense it, but you can sense that it's, well, the color is pink. You can sense it, but it's not as strong, and it's like faint. Nox, you also have the sense, the color is blue, and you've noticed this sense when you was pushed back. It's something that you kind of like shrug off because you were irritated already that you were told you couldn't do a specific thing. It was a strong sense. It was like a shock of a strong sense when you were pushed back. But now, since you're back in the real world or realm, the sense is also faint, very faint. Plotting, your sense is yellow, and yours isn't. Yours is like you can sense it, that you can sense that it's close, but it's also somewhat far from wherever it's trying to guide you from or guide you to. So you have a good hunch on this sense. And then last but not least, Leah, your sense is faint. It's really, really faint. But you also feel something else that's surging again, nobody's like really woke yet. You feel something surge through your body and possibly placed inside your body. You don't know what it is just yet. Everyone begins to wake up or open their eyes. Amen is the first to stand up, and everybody I guess sees Amen, and you can just see like a golden figure like disappear from them. Everyone wakes up normally, still has this sense within them. Leah, on the other hand, notices something like on her, say her right wrist, and it looks like a bracelet. Bracelet wasn't there before, but it's glowing. It's fading from black to white, and it has like a small sphere on the bracelet. Even a whisper comes to you, Leah. Even though you don't have a spirit animal, I can still help in some way. Leah, the voice is saying that you are able to summon one animal to help you with your journey. So in order to summon this one animal, you must touch it first and bond with its spirit. So it's like almost just an immediate thing. So once you've touched this animal, you can capture its spirit and place it inside the orb. And then once you're ready to use this orb, you can just pull the orb off your wrist and toss it out. But you can only do one. Now, if you want to swap, you can swap out animals. But you can only summon one. And that one can do whatever you're trying to do, but once it's done with its action, it disappears and it goes back to its user. So in a sense, the spirit that you're kind of taking, it's almost like a clone. It's a genetic clone that you're taking, and you're just capturing it until you're ready to use it. And then once you're done using it, it goes back into the original's body. So you're like taking their DNA in a sense, I guess. This is all I can do for now. Until then, be safe. And everybody's woke right now. Zeta's wolf is it shows itself and disappears. Kramar's and Platin's spirit animal does the same thing and then disappears. Well, that was fun, and just to give you guys another FYI, you can use, if you want to, you could train in a spirit train in the shrine. Since you are able to get your orb back in the shrine, you can just pop your animal, your spirit animal out just to see what they can really do if you guys wanted to ever train inside a shrine. So if you ever want to feel free to do so, by all means. But other than that, if nobody wants to do it, then we can go back up to the surface and continue our journey. By the way, after we get done with the spirit realm, and this is when you get initiated as to full-fledged guardians. Does anybody feel like a sensation? Like anything?
So wait, are you saying that since we don't have spirit animals, we're not guardians yet?
No, you're guardians. You're guardians. If you heard what Amin knows is you heard the whispers. So something is trying to contact you. It's just something that you have to do in order to get the spirit animal.
Oh, I mean, I felt blue. I don't know if that's what you're asking about, but like I felt blue.
Okay. So if you're that's pretty much exactly how it goes. If you were to feel colors, which is a weird way, maybe if we were to do a spectrum of like the temperatures, maybe blue is cold, maybe a cold feeling, and then whatever. Besides the point, those sensations, whatever the color you're feeling, is your tracker for your relic. Your relic gives off you pretty much have a relic radar now inside you. Thus, like mine, I have the green relic, I think, as I explained before, and yeah, it's if I lose this relic, I'll be able to sense where it's at. No matter how far I am, I will always sense it, and the sensation will continuously grow when I'm closer to my relic. So I assume that everyone else has the same sensation. Thus, it can be close, it can be very far, or it can be somewhat far, mildly close.
What color was the one that I saw again, or did I not see a color? I just had the feeling.
You just had a feeling. It wasn't a color.
Okay.
Because I was not listening.
Wait, say it again.
I said I'm also wondering what color or colors I felt because I was not paying attention.
So, Chromaris feels green, and a green is strong.
Above table question.
Yes.
Can two guardians have the same relic?
Two guardians are not supposed to have the same relic, but in this case, it's seeming like so.
Okay.
It's very very rare for that to really happen.
Fair enough. So when we get close to our relic, it's basically like playing like hot and cold with like a radar.
Yes.
Cool.
So by chance, what was the colors that everyone felt? And that way I can tell you what the relic is, and I can't tell you the location because I don't know. But I can tell you what the relic is, at least that much.
I don't remember.
Yours is pink. Hint, hint.
I felt pink.
Oh, so you are looking for the pink relic, which is the guardian angel. If I'm remember, the guardian angel, the relic, the powers, I believe it heals. It heals others, and it can also revive um, fallen party members, if I remember correctly.
Well, I felt green.
Oh, huh? You have green. Well, I mean, you're with me, but that's weird because usually guardians don't have the same exact relic. I mean, the only way that no, when a guardian passes, that's when the relic finds a new host. But I'm fully alive. I mean, you've seen the gash in my chest. But the green relic is again an amplifying relic. You can pretty much amplify anything you may desire. I think I remember saying an example was amplifying. If someone were to get poisoned, I can amplify that however I want to. Now the relics do have limitations, but well, yeah, they just have limitations. But I am very confused though why there are two green guardians.
I felt blue.
Oh, so that makes sense of why you're getting this type of treatment. The blue relic is the spirit guardian. Yeah, you you have fun. The spirit guardian well is the guardian of the spirit realm, and you, my friend, are going to have some work ahead of you.
Work how?
So if I recall the trial, the trial consists of one of the guardians going inside the Lost Woods, finding their way through the Lost Woods, and what they were telling me, fought, they fought off like, shoot, I don't know what that lady is called, but it was like a guardian of the Lost Woods, which is the guardian of the spirit world. It's confusing, but it was like a lady of the woods in a sense. So you may have to prove yourself worthy in front of the lady of the woods.
All right. All right. Like I said before, I spent my entire life proving people wrong. So What's one more time?
That's the spirit. Plotting? Leah? What's you guys' well, it leaves 2. Well, kind of leaves. Does it leaves 2? What kind of, I guess. But what are you guys' colors?
I didn't see one.
You didn't. So do you sense anything at all?
Faintly,
So there.
but no color.
That's interesting, cause I think every guardian that I've been with has some sort of color. So you're just seeing, is it white? Like you gotta sense something. I'm assuming white, I guess, or is it black?
I I don't remember. What did you say it was? I'm so sorry.
I didn't really specify what color it was.
Should I don't know then.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
For me, the only color I could that comes to mind with me was yellow.
yellow. You're the Aura Guardian. For what I can remember, the Aura Guardian can actually help others out or themselves out with replenishing their aura. So you're kind of like a aura bank, but you can only do it a certain amount of times until the relic has no more use until you recharge it at the shrine. Do you know? Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to see how to word this. What's the sensation feel like? Like, does it feel strong? Does it feel far?
Mm, I can't really put my thing. Can't really give a straight answer right now.
Okay. Okay.
Like it doesn't feel that prominent. So I guess I could say.
Okay. Well, it's all been. It's been very interesting, especially the green, my relic, because I'm not dead yet. Well, yeah, hopefully. So that's very, very strange. But what I'm getting is that, well, did everybody explain like how far their sense was? I'm sorry.
No, we didn't. Mine was pretty faint, like barely there.
I don't know if everybody remembers theirs. So yeah, Nox is faint. Plottin is like middle groundish. Leah's is also faint. Chromaris is definitely there. And Zeta, yours is. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think it was weak or something.
Right. Well, it seems besides Cromaris, we should probably try to find the yellow relic since it's closer to us. So it's just like we. The thing is with the relics, we don't know exactly where it is. So whoever has that sense is going to be the be leading us towards that relic until they're able to obtain that relic. So, as she's saying this, she's getting herself prepared. She shows off her. Yeah. We're getting to the end right now, or to the part where we can stop. So, Amon's getting up, kind of shows off her golden serpent once more, and she pretty much says, "All right, well, let's go ahead and start this wonderful journey. Just need to go ahead and exit on out of the shrine." As she says, as everybody begins to stand up, get their belongings. Everybody has their belongings back, their weapons, their pouches, bags, whatever, and begins to follow Amon to the stairs. You guys begin to walk up the stairs. Through the you guys can still see the fake water still like moving about, as you know, if you guys was below it. And you guys are now starting to past it and submerge. No, I don't know. It just come out of the water. I don't know if I said that right. And as Amon, since Amon's the first person to come out of the quote unquote water, the pets are starting to like wake up out of whatever slumber or meditation they were in. Then comes Zeta, then comes Cromaris, then comes Nox, Plotin, and then Leah. Sorry, Leah has gotten a very strong sensation, a very strong white sensation. Don't know where it is, but it's there. It's like as how Cromaris the sensor of the green relic is, like it's close. So yeah, so everybody's is on land now, getting their things together, and trying to make sure I didn't miss nothing here. I guess this part can be when we come back. And yeah, Becky comes towards Leah and starts screaming food, but then also says screaming fire, yelling food, yelling. And it just keeps repeating the same thing.
Can everyone else hear Becky, or is it just me?
It's just you.
Okay. So I'm gonna stop crying. And
Jesus.
I'm gonna tell everybody that Becky is repeating the word screaming and food.
Of course she is.
Well,
I'm gonna grab
well,
some like bread that I took from the breakfast or whatever and break it up and throw it to her.
okay, cool. Um, so I'm gonna let Becky eat for like 5 seconds, and then I'm gonna ask, what do you mean by screaming?
Animals screaming, yell, food, yell, fire. Me eat.
There's there's animals screaming and there's a fire. Or they're screaming the word fire.
You guys, like all of you, like once Leah tells you this, you start to notice like a faint smell, in a specific direction that smells like, burning wood. And then when you look at that specific direction, you can see a hint of smoke. Also, um, Plotton, as he looks at this direction, his sense of the yellow relic becomes stronger.
Oh, okay. These, from the looks of it over there, and I'm getting some sort of sensation. I think, where we need to go is where that fire is, or at least I think there's a fire.
Yeah, I'm starting to smell the fire too. Not fire, sorry. I'm starting to smell something burning. If you're saying that maybe something over there could possibly be a point of interest, maybe we should go that way. And we can. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I like there's smoke over there, which seems like there's there's some trouble brewing, and also I'm having this intuition that feels like we need to go there. We just need to go there.
As Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, all right, let's go. I grab my great axe and I just whistle for Creeper and start walking in that direction.
Okay, and that's where we're going to pause. Right there, exiting the shrine, about to venture out towards that direction.